Hi guys, this is Samantha Berger, and this is our team webinar for the week, Team Foxy Fears. Ooh, so excited. I just wanted to share a few things today. We're gonna have, first I'm gonna speak a little bit, and we're kind of tag team in this webinar with a few of the team members today. So Julie Sherrano is going to be talking and Danielle Box as well. So first I wanted to discuss a little bit about, I don't have a presentation. I'm just going to talk to you guys real quick. I've been talking to Rachel Smith, which is my upline. You all know her. She's amazing. And she came up, she knows somebody that did stuff like this in her previous company and other companies. But I want you guys to reach out to, if you can afford it, to reach out to some really popular YouTubers. And my daughter gave me a few names, so I won't give you those names because then you'll be contacting them and I'll be contacting them. But reach out on your own, find out who has really popular a really popular following, people that do reviews on makeup, people that do tutorials on makeup all the time. Send them an email. There should be some information at their main page. And if you can afford it, usually how it works is you will send them two of a product that you want them to review. So let's say, for example, you want them to do the Oops Liner. You would send them two, and she would keep one and review it. And then if she loves it, she'll do a giveaway. And this works because she wants more followers. So, so not only will you have one customer in your YouTuber, but you'll also have a new customer that will come back and get more if they love it. And not only that, the reason why she's doing it for you is for the free makeup, right? And for the more followers. So the takeaway from that is that she'll go ahead and post your link. So all those millions of followers that they have, they'll see that video and they'll click on your link because, oh my gosh, Mary Jane, whatever her name is amazing and she loves the Oops Liner, so I'm going to go buy it. Where can I get it? Click. And they're going to order it. And sometimes they become, I have to stop saying presenters, but they, from Munich, but sometimes they become like they become part of your downline. And they maybe become a beauty-tainer if they love it. I mean, if they have millions of followers, imagine getting a YouTuber to sign up under you. That would be amazing. So that all being said, what you do is you contact them, you email them usually, request them to do a review, and you'll send them 2 samples of whatever. Granted, if you can afford it, I'm not saying that you should, I'm just saying it's an idea. And then they'll go ahead and review it. But also in the email, say, if I send you this, it's under the understanding that I get to review your review before you post it on YouTube. Like, don't let her post a review and post your link and all of that if it's a nasty review. So make sure that you get to approve what she posts about you. Not necessarily, you can't really stop her from saying what she wants to say about a specific product. But if she's going to mention you, or if she's going to mention your email or your website, you get to approve it, okay? Like, you have to give permission, if you will. So that was just one little idea that I wanted to go ahead and swing by you guys. Also, I have been posting, if you can afford it, of course, I have been posting cute little Michael Kors, gifts that you could win. Would you be interested? And I know you've all seen it because I've seen you guys liking it and all that. And I've had a little bit of not too much, but I've had a little bit of a response from people. And I haven't yet because I'm building it up. I'm going to create a group of my VIP loyal customers. And basically, every month, they will be entered into a raffle with each purchase. Regardless of how much they order or how little they order, they'll get one entry for $25 or, 3 entries for $100. And they will be entered to win one of those gifts every month. It'll keep them coming back. They'll also get, I'm not going to do the drawing unless we reach 500 in sales for that month in that group alone, and make it worth it for me. So, and my gifts are about 100 to 150 each. It's worth it for me for repeat business, and it's worth it for me to possibly have someone fall in love and join my crew. If it's worth it for you, do it. If you think the 100 or 150 is too much for you, set a different price range for you that fits for you. But yeah, I'm just basically doing a VIP group. If they add people that order, they get more entries for that month. And you could set your own rules, you could set your own price limit, or whatever, your own rules for that group. But that is something that I've been working on, and I'm kind of, at this point, I haven't created the group yet, so I'm kind of just trying to build it up right now and see if they're interested. So yeah, so you may want to try that idea and see if it works for you. I mean, something might work for you that may not work for me and my following. So yeah, okay, so those were the 2 ideas that I had this for this webinar. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute Miss Julie, and I'll turn off my video, and I'm going to screen share. Give me a second. Are you ready, Julie?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. Just tell me when you need to go ahead and change the slide.
Okay. Well, hey guys, I wanted to share this with you because it's something that I had purchased from these girls, the tag team they're called, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought it was a brilliant idea. And I'm not sure if Sam had got a chance to listen to the call or not, but
actually haven't. I've been very busy. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So what this is a Facebook event that your guests get to shop your discount, but before they do that, you're kind of giving them info on the Tyra business. So you can go to the next slide, Sam. Okay, so what it does is you're getting your business out there in a new and exciting way. The whole event lasts 15 minutes. We're not spamming them with, join my crew, well, whatever. We're not doing any of that. It's not a sales pitch, and it's not meant to sign people up that night. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is how the whole thing works. You are going to create your Facebook invitation 2 to 3 days before the event. So you create this, you're inviting no more than 50 people to the group. Now, when you're inviting people, put some thought into who you are inviting. Think about who you know, makeup artists, cosmetologists, nail girls, people that you see on your Facebook that are really into makeup, are posting beautiful selfies. People like that, people who would be good at this. So you're putting thought into who you're inviting. Okay, so you're also only inviting 50 people or less because you want each person to feel like they're hand selected. Like you personally pick them to join this webinar or this group for you. Let's see here. And you did hand select them. So, all right. So once you have the invitation created and the 50 or less people that you're inviting to your group, you have to individually, before that, you're going to, where you have there's a spot on a Facebook event where you can kind of write a description about the event.
Yeah.
You want it to be short and sweet. And here I have what it says here, just as an example. Got 15 minutes? Want to shop at my discount? Join me for a fun, absolutely no pressure Facebook event to learn what life being a Tyra beauty tainer is all about. And that's it. Just so they know what it is. Short, sweet, simple. And then you're going to private message each attendee. So no mass messages here. Each person is getting an individual message from you. Example of what you're going to write to them. Hey girl, thought of you. If you have 15 minutes Tuesday night and want to shop at my discount, I've planned a fun Facebook Shopportunity event to win door prizes and learn what life as a Tyra beauty tainer is all about. After the event, you will be giving a link to shop my site at my discount. I'd love for you to join us. And then you'll share your event link for them to join.
Okay. Can I just add something real quick?
Yeah.
This is amazing because with Tyra Beauty, you if you give people your discount, the PV will still reflect retail volume.
Right.
So you may not be getting the commission, but you will be getting the retail PV for that month that will help you promote. I just wanted to add that. Okay.
And that's another thing that they talked about. You know, sometimes we're like, give them my discount. No way, that's my discount, but this is meant for you to be generous and to grow your audience and to let them experience the products and get them to join this event so they learn more about this. So be generous with your discount. Okay, so next slide is when you have all that done, the invitation's been sent, they've replied to the group. Now this is the event, the live event. So it's broken down into 3 parts, and this is part 1. The first thing you're going to do is a roll call. This lets you know who's there. And also what we're going to do is ask them a question, and it's going to be, tell me what you would buy or do if someone randomly gave you $1,000. Okay, so this kind of lets you know too when they're answering this question, who could use the money, who could, what are they going to do with it? It lets you know kind of what's going on in their lives without asking them what's going on in their lives.
Right.
So, okay, and for everyone that answers, they're going to win an entry in for the door prize. Now, the door prize does not have to be expensive. It does not have to be, $100 gift. It could be anything, really. It could be a mascara, an eyeliner, a 2-minute tie over, a lipstick, whatever you want to give away, whatever you can afford to give away for the door prize. All right, so this part lasts 5 minutes. It's just meant to engage the members of the event and get them active in the group. Also letting you know who's there. Okay? So also, they said that when you, during this part, have a picture of the door prize so they know what they're going to win. So whether it be a mascara, whatever you're going to give away, make sure you have a picture of it in this first part. Next slide, please. Okay, so the next part is multiple choice questions. They say, make them funny, but still dropping hints about why it's great doing what we do. So we're not going to be stuffy with this. It's fun and meant for the guests, to have fun. So also, let the guests know for each question, right, they get an entry in for the door prize again. So some sample questions that they gave were, why do people join Tyra Beauty? And we're making the answers fun. For example, A, to get a mommy break. B, because they want an excuse to eat brownies. C, because the average beauty tainer makes $500 per event. Or D, all of the above. So all these questions are going to have all the right answers, and all the answer is going to be D, always, all of the above. So what life stresses can be eliminated? A, shop freely at Target. Just fun things like that are meant to engage and give them a laugh, but yet still let them know, wow, I can really do that, like, by doing this. So I didn't make answers for all of these questions, but just some examples of questions you can use and make your answers fun and funny. And like I said, all the answers are going to be D, all of the above. So examples, what extra bonuses can I earn? They did say something like, getting a tan on a free cruise I earned, would be an extra bonus. Why is it fun? And what do you need to be willing to do? So just things like that. And we need to come up with fun and interesting answers. Go to the next slide, please. Okay, so the last part is you making a video, thanking them for coming or to your event. This should be no more than 4 minutes long, and show off your personality. Be upbeat and informative. Be fun. This is a fun event. It's made to be fun and for them to get info about Tyra Beauty. So what this is a question and answer session. You ask the questions and then answer them. So what they said is, and I'm still learning how to do fun things with my videos, but what they said is you can have the question pop up on your screen, and of course you would know what questions it's going to be, and then answer it for them. So for example, how many days does the average beauty-tainer work? And then you would answer it and say, whatever the answer may be, part-time, full-time, you can work as many or as less hours as you want. How much will I make? How much to join? And you get the point here, all the questions, but questions pop up on the screen, you answer them. And the last question, very important, how do I get more info about Tyra? So then, where you could post your phone number or your website link, whatever you want to do at that part or that point. Your video should be no more than 4 minutes long, short, sweet, to the point. Next slide, please.
Can I add to that?
Yep.
I think it would be a great idea to have a few beauty-tainers join your party.
Absolutely.
Help you by asking questions, by keeping the party going.
Yep.
Definitely add me every time. And if I'm available, of course, I would definitely, add to the Q&A, add to the, fun answers, that sort of thing. Because of course you would be leading it, but I'm just saying the more conversation you have going on, the more people will stay tuned.
Right.
So if you have a party that's kind of a dud, then it might be a good idea to ask maybe your downline or your upline to help you out in this party. That's all.
Yeah. And they did say that too, that, to have people in your group join the event too, so that it can help keep the party going. Okay. So they did their quiz or whatever. What they do is, after this is all done, they send an email to everyone. And it's kind of like a survey, like, what's the best thing that you learned from this? Or, just a few questions kind of to help you out. And then the last question being, on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you in becoming a beauty-tainer? Which is really, really important to you, because then you're following up with them and you're saying, hey, I seen that you were a 7 on becoming a beauty-tainer. What questions can I answer for you? Or, maybe we can get together and talk about it, whatever. But what they did, they mentioned a site called woofoo.com. You can see it there, WOFOO.com. They did not give training on this site because they said there's plenty of training out there to use this. But this site allows you to make this survey, put in all their, I mean, if you don't have their emails, I'm not sure. I think you can post this in the group and they can all click on it, fill out the info, and send it back to you, I think is how it works. So it's very interesting. I haven't looked at this much. I've been on the site and seen, and it looks pretty simple to use. But this allows you to get their name, their phone number, their email. They're going to fill out those questions for you and take that short survey. It should be short, like maybe 4 or 5 questions. That's it. And then send it back to you. So after they fill out the survey, that's when they're getting your link. So you're not just freely given your link here. They have to fill out this survey and get it back to you to get the link. That way you're getting, you're kind of solidifying then their information and why they, they can shop your.
I have a question about how you're not giving them your original link. You're doing like a GoDaddy or something
Right.
Else, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Something that is a temporary link. And maybe you can do like a little training on that.
Right. Because I was kind of wondering too, like, how do they get, like, with Tyra, I'm not sure, like, they can just shop.
I can explain it later, like as far as maybe we can get on the phone and do a quick little training and we'll get it together. So that way, because with GoDaddy,
you may be able to just have them PayPal you so you can fill the discounted rate. With just a thought that I had.
If you place the order yourself, yes, you can.
Yeah.
But thank you, Danielle. But with GoDaddy or other websites, I can't think of them right now. They do have temporary links that you can only have open for that window of time, and then you can change the link so that when they try to do it, it'll not work. But
right.
But okay. Did anybody have any questions with Julie?
Yeah, and I want you guys to know, like, this is not my idea. This is the TAG team, and I'm just sharing it with you because I thought it was brilliant. And I'm new to it. I haven't used it yet, but I talked to Sam. I want to do something.
Turn your video on, babe, so we can see you.
Oh, sorry. No, I want to do something so we can see how it works and maybe share it with you guys, or if you want to jump right in and do it, that's fine too. But the people who came up with this formula have seen great results, and also to the people they're sharing it with are seeing great results too. So it's worth a try, I guess, to see what it does.
I mean, everybody should know that it's going to take time to get the Tyra word out there. So your first party may be fabulous, and that's wonderful, but more than likely you will build up and up and up.
Right. And this is an event you can do once or twice a month, and making sure you're inviting different people each time. So, or if they're giving you a maybe they can join but they didn't, send them again.
Okay, perfect. Does anybody have any questions? You can turn your videos on so we can see your pretty faces. Anybody? Okay, we'll go ahead and you guys can leave your cameras on because what's her name? Danielle is actually on the telephone, so we won't get to see her pretty face, but we can listen. And if you have any questions, we'll take questions at the end, okay? Okay, Danielle.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so sorry, I've been taking notes on what Julie was saying and then trying to live tweet it back to the rest of the group so they can get just a little taste of all the good tips that you shared. So thank you so much for putting it together, Julie.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Sam, had tapped me on the shoulder virtually and asked me to be able to come on and share. As you guys know, I've been in our little group kind of since the beginning, and so I joined back in June. And I recently was able to sign my first 2 beauty trainers. So I'm super excited to have Christina and to have Rachel have joined our team. So, but I know that, we've all been, working hard and, really trying to get the word out there. We're all super excited. And sometimes it can be, kind of hard when you're like, man, I'm not really getting the response that I'm looking for. So I just wanted to kind of share just a couple of thoughts that hopefully will, kind of inspire you and maybe just kind of get you kind of renewed and ready to jump back in there. So just to let you guys know, I know, I've talked to some of you kind of privately and a little bit more about me, but actually, so my relationship with Sam, we were just randomly Facebook friends. So probably through, another opportunity that we were a part of and just kind of networking and trying to get to know people, she was one of the folks on my friends list. So when she reached out to me, I really didn't know really anything about her or who she was, but I know that I love makeup. So I was like, that definitely got my attention. So I wasn't really a huge fan of Tyra Banks. Like, I'm not one of these people that loves America's Next Top Model and all of that. I've always been into fashion and into makeup, so obviously everyone in the world knows who she is. But it really was, really Sam and just kind of her, the way that she is what kind of got me to, be a little bit more open to the opportunity. So I said, when she reached out to me, I said, oh my gosh, thank you so much. No thanks. I had literally just started with a different brand, probably not even a full month ago, or maybe just at a month prior to. And so I was good. I was like, okay, great, but I'd love to be a customer. And she said, oh my gosh, thank you, sweetheart. And that was pretty much the end of it. And, as I, went on and ordered, I think it was either that night or the next day, I kind of continued doing some research. So one thing I just wanted to point out is that I originally said no. And I think one of the things that really, made an impact on me was just how sweet Sam was about it. And she didn't say anything like, oh, you're missing out, or she didn't ignore what I said. She responded to me. And I, that just really stuck with me. I was like, wow, she was really sweet about that, and some people can kind of get aggressive, maybe if you're feeling frustrated, but the way that she responded to me definitely made an impact. And so I felt compelled to let her know when I made a purchase, and I said, hey, just ordered something. And she, gave me her voice message and was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And that excitement was just so infectious. I kind of had gotten to kind of a stall, with the company that I was in at the time, that I'm still in, but that I had been in for a really long time. And so that, energy was just like a breath of fresh air. So one thing I also wanted to say too on that note is really just kind of letting your personality shine. And so once I, made the decision to actually come on, I decided, you know what, I am going to imitate that. I'm going to do what Sam does. And I had reached out to Coral, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do what Coral does. And, so all the leaders on our team, I just was thinking like, okay, what actually works for me? And I'm going to do the same thing. And so, I've been reaching out to people. So one, for me, I actually thought it was kind of weird to reach out to people that you didn't know. So if anybody on the call is, or who listens to this playback is feeling the same way, I felt the same way. But, that's what worked for me, because like I had shared, I didn't know Sam really before this. And so don't be afraid to do that. And so, with the 2 girls I have just joined, I originally reached out to Rachel. We actually, the same way that Sam and I had connected, we're really just kind of networking friends. You kind of friend each other on Facebook. You don't actually know the person in real life, but, you send messages here and there, just kind of trying to get to know them. And so that's kind of how my friend Rachel and I started. And, Rachel is just really somebody that's like super down to earth, and we just really kind of hit it off right at the beginning. And not every relationship that you have is going to be that way, but I definitely encourage you to, if you start to feel that kind of connection with someone, just be yourself. If you don't get someone that's like interested right away, continue following up with them, just like you would want somebody to ask you about how your day is going, or, if you post something on Facebook, just like a friend that you know in person would follow up and say, oh my gosh, I noticed that post. How's everything going? That was the type of relationship that, she and I started to develop. To really, we got to the point where just a couple days ago, I was like, all right, girl, I know you have other things going on, but I think you're going to be great at this, and I'd really love to work with you. So I just was able to really be honest with her. And, I think that, funny enough, through Facebook, we kind of were able to start to really develop an actual relationship. And, now she's going to be a part of our Foxy Fierce team. So I'm super excited about that.
You planted the seed.
Yeah. So I think, you had said that, planting seeds and just kind of watering them, watching them grow. And I think more than just like, I really didn't think of her as like a prospect. I really started to get to know her, and I started liking her posts about her business and her other business that she was working, and just trying to just really get to know her. And I think that that's what you're really, when you're planting seeds and watering, you're really watering the relationship. You're really watering the friendship. And this has been, we actually became friends before I was even with Tower Beauty. So I think our friendship has been going on for about 3 months now. And, that's about how long it took for us to actually get to this point where now she's a part of our team.
And I'm so excited. Rachel, if you're watching this, ooh.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So one thing I just wanted to share, just because, like I shared before, I hope you guys realize how, if you're one of those people that doesn't like messaging people, doesn't like following up, I feel you. I am exactly the same way. But I just wanted to leave you with one quote that I really love, and it's pretty common in direct sales, so you probably have heard it before. But it's, if you're willing to do what most people won't, in a year you'll have what most people don't. And so I just think about that, and think about the things that, you see Julie doing, the things you see Sam doing, Coral, all the girls on our team. You guys are all working so hard, and, just because sometimes you might see, our quote unquote leaders on the team having this instant success, but it's not instant. It's things that they've been working on for a long time. And trust me, when you do those things, when you imitate folks that are successful, you are going to achieve that as well. It's just about believing in yourself, being down to earth, getting to know people, genuinely caring about people, and you will see that as well. But I love that quote, because it reminds me that, it's normal to not want to do those things, but if you give into that temptation to not follow up or to not even reach out to people, then you're going to just continue to have, what it is in your life that you have right now, which is just fine. But if you want to have a life that's truly great, and, a business that truly makes a difference in the lives of other people, you're definitely going to have to step outside of your comfort zone to have what most people don't have. So that's what I wanted to share.
I am so grateful for you and Jules for sharing and helping this week. But I just want to say, the success that you have had is amazing. I mean, you never gave up, and you were, for a minute, you were getting a little down on yourself, but that's okay.
No.
And I'm just so happy that you never gave up, and you finally figured out what works for you, because everybody's different and everybody has their own comfort zones, and everybody has to work on moving past those zones.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you. 2 recruits in one day. I don't think I've had that. I don't know. I can't even remember, but I'm telling you, that was amazing, and I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thanks. Oh, and I just wanted to say, I don't want to leave Christina out. So Christina actually, she didn't even reach out to me at all. She just saw my link when I posted that I started Untitled Beauty, and she was my very first customer. So she just went on, and I don't even know what she ordered, but she spent so much money. I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl should have signed up to be a beauty trainer, because she spent exactly what the kit would have been. So she was my very first customer. So thank you so much for your early support, Christina. And she actually, when I followed up with her to see, how things were going, and once we started talking about the opportunity, she hadn't responded in forever. And then just 2 days ago, she just reached back out and just said, "Oh my gosh, so sorry, but I'm in." And so just one, if there's people that you guys haven't heard from, don't count them out. Still be friendly, still be cordial. You never know when they're going to say, "I'm in," just like Christina said.
Okay, here's the thing with that too. Always follow up with your customers. Always, always, always follow up with customers. And, I go by the 3-3-3 rule, 3 days, 3 weeks, and 3 months. And, you never know. You never know when that customer will be like, "You know what, I've been thinking about it, but it's just been in the back of my head because I had this going on and that going on and the kids and running." So you never know when you are going to just remind somebody of something that just they already wanted to do. So that's a good
Yes. Yeah, no, I think that's so important. And, I posted this morning that I had sent, my 19 messages, and Carl's like, "Girl, you can do one more." But I think if you're like me, you feel like, "Oh man, I don't want to be annoying." But I can't tell you, so already today I've gotten so many messages. "Thank you so much. I'm still thinking about it, but thanks for not forgetting about me." And, we all know how busy we get. And so, just like Sam said, you're not being annoying, follow up, because people have the best of intentions, but it's just like life gets in the way. It's not you. It's not that they're like, "Oh man, stop reaching out to me." That's not what they're thinking. They probably just forgot.
Unless they say, "Take me off of your list."
Right.
Unless
I got one of those too. So,
and they blocked you, then
right.
they're gonna tell you if they think you're annoying.
But I promise, if you're just being yourself, treating people how you want to be treated, being silly, that was something kind of new for me too. But I think just being yourself, I think people genuinely connect with that. And even if they're not interested right now, they're gonna appreciate the fact that you genuinely care about them and genuinely want to get to know them. So anyway, that's what I have to share. So,
and
love you guys.
Thank you so much for sharing. And you're always such an inspiration for our team, and you're such a joy and a light for our team. And that's why I wanted you to talk to them today. But, always let your recruits know how amazing this team is, because this team is amazing. We have girls from all over the country that do all types of things, and, nationalities, cultures, races, everything. And we all make it work. We all get along. We all work together. And always, because honestly, last night when we spoke to Rachel, I think that's what sealed the deal. Talking to Rachel about our awesome team. And when she joined our group, she was like, "Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my, you guys are so cool. I love this." So always remind them that our team is amazing. It's like no other team you have ever been in before.
Yes.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end for today. Unless you have any questions, you can let me know. You can turn on your video if you have a question. If you don't want to be on, unmute yourself. Anyone? Bueller. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and end. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And always remember, be foxy, fierce, and fabulous.